I think it's been tough for everyone, but we all are in it together and we have to pull through. For me also, it's been the same, ups, downs, everything. Queens and people in our history with untold stories, that need to be told. I would love to be a part of a film like that. I get it from my dad. I remember when he came from Patna, when he started working in the industry, the first thing that he wanted to do was buy his own house, and he still has that house today, which is in Bandstand. It's a very cute one bed house facing the sea, and he still has it. So
lovely.
I just remember that for some reason, and I wanted to make it my dream as well.
There are speculations that you might do Sanjay Bhansali's Hira Mandi. Is that happening? Hi Sonakshi, welcome to Pink Villa.
Thank you, Avinash.
We are talking after so long. It's been a year and a half of this entire pandemic that has just seeped in. How has this year and a half been for you?
I think it's been tough for everyone, but we all are in it together and we have to pull through. For me also, it's been the same, ups, downs, everything. I've shot in the middle. I've been at home. I've been doing things that kind of I left doing because I'm working so hard and working every day. Like I picked up on my painting, spending time with the family, all of that, just relaxing. I got a break after so long, even though it was forced upon me. I kind of embraced it and I made the most of it, so I'm happy about that. But now it's good to be back to work.
Usually I my interaction with actors, I've realized that whenever you all select a script, it is mostly based on the first instinct of what you all feel about that script. And then of course you'll get into the nitty-gritties of the production. Or do you remember the first reason why you had said yes to Bhuj?
I believe that when a role is written for you, it comes to you only. So the character of Sundarben Jetha Madharparya, which I'm playing in Bhuj, it had come to me as 2 films in the past. Like there were 2 people who were supposed to make a film on this character, and it didn't work out for some reason. One film got shelved, one film I couldn't do because of dates or whatever, and then again they never ended up making it. And the third time it came to me was when it came in the form of Bhuj. And I was like, ye to matlab karna hi padega.
Lovely.
And that's when I took it up. And honestly, like, it's such a strong role. It's such a powerful character. It's such a huge personality in our history that, very few people know about. So for me to be able to play that character and bring this character out, to the world, to portray her on screen is a real honor. And that's when I decided that, I have to do this film now.
Are there any other characters like these real life characters that you want to portray? Is there anything on your wish list?
Definitely. And for me, like, I've always done films and people have always told me, you're the quintessential Hindi film, Indian heroine. And the funny part is that, no like particular period film or regal or royal film I've been able to be a part of, so which is funny. I would love to do something like that. There's so many queens and people in our history with untold stories that need to be told. I would love to be a part of a film like that. There's so many possibilities, like you can't even like begin to start.
Do you get any names at the top of your head right now?
At the top of my head, I would love to be a part of maybe a film about maybe a Mughal empire, maybe the Maratha empire, stuff like that. It'd be so cool to be a part of that world, of that universe.
Sure. You took your love for painting way ahead in the lockdown. Have you gifted anything to anyone? Have you made anything for anyone?
Well, I sold my first painting very recently. Me and my brothers have started this venture called House of Creativity, where we've got together a lot of artists just so that we can give them a platform to sell their work, and show their work to the world. And I myself have made my debut on the platform as an artist, and I sold my first painting. So I'm very happy about that. Art is something that's very, very personal and, very, very important to me. And it's something that kind of took a back seat over the years because I've been so busy with my work, with my profession. But yeah, I was able to go back to it, and I'm taking it way more seriously now. And I really enjoy it. So that's something that I think will never leave me. And I'm really happy that I was able to, put together a platform like this for other artists like me, to kind of reach out to the world.
You in fact have an entire room dedicated to painting in your house.
Yes,
where you spend a lot
like
of
I've made a small little studio for myself. It's my safe space. I go there and I just lose myself to my paints and my canvas.
Yeah. A house also reminds me, correct me if I'm wrong, but you bought a new house also a while ago.
It was a dream, I think, for me to be able to buy my own house. I'm very comfortable living with my parents, but it's just that one whim that you have that you want to fulfill, which is why I did it, and I'm very proud of myself. So I like to pat myself on the back.
You must.
I've worked so hard that I was able to buy my own house. Yeah, because I get it from my dad. I remember when he came from Patna, when he started working in the industry, the first thing that he wanted to do was buy his own house, and he still has that house today, which is in Bandstand. It's a very cute one house facing the sea, and he still has it. So I just remember that for some reason, and I wanted to make it my dream as well, and I was able to achieve that. So I'm very happy about it.
But there are no plans to move out from your own house. So you've just taken that.
No, I'm very happy living with my parents. I think living alone is quite a pain, and so I'm very happy. Yeah.
Lovely. Going back to it, the point where you said, you wanted to do period films, there are speculations that you might do Sanjay Bhansali's Heera Mandi. Is that happening?
There are speculations, but I'll wait for the Sanjay sir and his team to make official announcements. I don't want to be saying anything, stepping out of line or anything. But there are speculations. So people can speculate all they want.
And there's Fallen as well, where you have, made your debut, if I'm not mistaken.
Fallen, yes, of course.
Fallen with Reema Kaggi.
Yeah.
How was that experience of shooting with her? She's quite an intense director and a very interesting person.
Oh, she's amazing. She's become one of my favorite directors to work with, and I had a blast working with her. She's so clear in what she wants. She's so good at what she does. She's so chill on the set, she doesn't like taking any unnecessary stress. So it's really nice to have that same kind of energy as me. I don't like to take on unnecessary stress for no reason. So it was really nice to have someone like that around you. And it went off really smoothly. We had quite a few hurdles to cross, because of the lockdown happening in the middle. We went back to the shoot after an entire year. But, the team was so good that it didn't feel like that at all. It just felt like, we've come back right where we left off. So kudos to them for pulling it off during the pandemic. And for me as an actor, it was a mind-blowing experience. I had such a blast playing that character, playing a cop for the first time. I can't wait for it to release.
But it must have been difficult to shoot during COVID
it did have its challenges. We were as careful as possible, and the best part is that in a unit of 300 people, not one person was tested positive during the entire shoot, touch wood. And we had our own bubble. Nobody was going in, coming out. So we were very, very careful, and to be able to achieve that is hats off to the team.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Avinash. Lovely talking to you as well. Bye.